according to a recent poll, it's taken the average American 13 years to save up the 20% down payment that most people think they need. Let's assume that we're going to over double it, and this person is going to save up this in 5 years. They're just going to eat nothing but ramen, and they're going to just stay inside and play video games, and they don't even have Netflix. All right, they're gonna like buckle down and save up 20%, and then the other brother is going to just buy a house immediately, no money down, starts out with zero equity. Okay, so take any 5-year period except for maybe the crash. That would be the one time where the brother saving the money would probably win. But any other 5-year period, you're going to have the tax breaks that come with, because you have to assume that both these brothers are paying something to live somewhere. So let's assume the rent and the mortgage are going to be the same. We can assume the tax breaks from the brother owning the house is going to give them an advantage. We can also assume that the brother who bought the house has 5 years building up to build equity on the house. So it's hard to predict what house prices are going to do, but there's nothing indicating house prices are going to go down. And what we've seen recently is 5, 10, 15% year over year, which compounds, by the way, because 10% of what your house is worth, and then the following year it's 10% of what that house is worth, and then the following year's 10% of what that house is worth. As that compounds out, you can safely say that on average, after the end of 5 years, the brother A's house is at minimum worth 20% more than it was when he bought it. Now, brother who's been saving up the money, let's say he was saving up for a $500,000 house. That house now costs $600,000. So he now has to save up another, $20,000 to cover the 20% down payment that he needs to make, which is a lot of money, by the way. To save up $20,000 for the average person would be extremely difficult. They haven't experienced any tax breaks over the past 5 years that the other brother's taken advantage of. And they have no equity, but now they have this 20% savings in cash. The other thing that's happened is during that time, they've been making maybe 1.5% in the savings account, if that's what they did with it to keep it as true savings. They've lost money. Last year we had 11% inflation, meaning $100,000 is worth 11% less than it was last year. You're actually going backwards in almost every scenario.